Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. When Blake Snell took the mound for the Los Angeles Dodgers earlier this season, the expectations were sky high. A reigning Cy Young winner joining a powerhouse rotation. His presence alone added another layer of fear for opposing hitters. But just as quickly as the excitement surged, concern began to creep in. After only 2 starts in Dodger blue, Snell found himself sidelined, placed on a 15-day injured list with what the team described as inflammation in his left shoulder. For Dodgers fans, the timing felt cruel. The season was just beginning, and already one of the key off-season acquisitions was out of action. The news hit harder when the team revealed that Snell had undergone an MRI. The natural reaction? Fear. For a pitcher, any mention of shoulder trouble is a red flag. But there was a collective exhale when results came back clean. No structural damage. No talk of surgery. Just rest. Still, the unknown lingered. Would rest be enough? Would he come back the same? Would the discomfort persist? Or would it fade like a bad dream? As the days passed, those questions hung over the team like a cloud. Then came a glimmer of hope. Last week, Snell resumed throwing. It started with playing catch, simple, controlled, nothing flashy. But even that was a signal. He was back on a baseball field, and more importantly, he was moving forward. Over the weekend, he took the next big step, his first bullpen session since the shutdown. And while it wasn't entirely pain-free, it was a crucial step forward. A turning point. Snell didn't hide the fact that he's still feeling some pain, but he also didn't let it define his mood. In fact, his outlook was far more optimistic than anyone could have predicted. When asked how he felt following his throwing session, he didn't hesitate. "I just want to pitch," he said, his voice filled with determination. "Am I worried about it? No. I was worried about it when I went on the IL, but not anymore. It feels way better." That shift from uncertainty to confidence is perhaps the most encouraging update Dodgers fans could hope for. Snell isn't just going through the motions. He's progressing, and he's doing it with purpose. He's not rushing, but he's also not stuck. The team is being cautious, yes, but they're also moving forward with a sense of optimism. The fact that Snell is traveling with the team during their current road trip isn't just logistical, it's strategic. It allows him to stay in rhythm, to work closely with team trainers, to stay mentally connected to the season that's unfolding. And yet, one question remains unanswered. When will he be back? Manager Dave Roberts addressed that possibility, acknowledging that a minor league rehab assignment might be necessary, but only if Snell remains out for an extended stretch. "It's really contingent on how long he's down," Roberts explained. "The longer he's out, the more likely he'll need a rehab start. But if it's shorter, probably not. It hasn't been that long, so if he can get back and feel good, feel frisky, then we can move quicker. And if not, then we slow play him." Frisky. That was the word Roberts used. A bit unusual for a medical update, but fitting. Because the Dodgers don't just need Snell to be healthy. They need him sharp, confident, and aggressive. They need the version of Blake Snell who can take control of a game, shut down an opposing lineup, and give his bullpen the night off. So far in 2025, Snell has allowed just 2 runs over 9 innings. On paper, that's solid. But those numbers hide a more complicated truth. He's given up 10 hits and issued 8 walks. Just 4 strikeouts in 2 starts. That's not the Blake Snell the Dodgers signed. That's a pitcher trying to grind through pain, trying to compensate for discomfort, trying to find rhythm while something's not quite right. And that's exactly what Snell confirmed. He pitched through that inflammation. He felt it. He adjusted. He competed. But in the process, it likely affected his command, contributed to the inflated walk totals, and prevented him from fully settling in. Now, he's being smart. He's listening to his body. And most importantly, he's not afraid of the road ahead. The Dodgers have been here before. Big names, big injuries, big stakes. And time after time, they've found a way to weather the storm. But with Snell, it's different. This isn't just about adding depth. It's about unlocking another level of dominance in an already loaded rotation. Julio Urias is gone. Walker Buehler is still working his way back. Tyler Glasnow has been excellent, but he too has had his share of injury concerns. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is adjusting to the grind of a major league season. In this delicate balance, Snell's role is more than important. It's essential. And now, the countdown begins. Every bullpen session, every throwing progression, every report from trainers. It all matters now, not just because the Dodgers need him, but because he needs this too. After signing late in the offseason and missing most of spring training, Snell hasn't had a real chance to establish himself in this clubhouse, in this city, in this championship chase. He came to LA to win. He came to LA to matter. And soon, he'll get that chance again. Until then, the spotlight waits. The fans wait. The team waits. But above all, Blake Snell waits, with a little more comfort in his shoulder and a lot more fire in his soul. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Trevor Bauer is back in Major League Baseball, and he's doing it in dramatic fashion, signing with the Los Angeles Dodgers and arriving in town with the energy of a Hollywood blockbuster. After months of speculation, doubts, and a polarizing stretch outside the spotlight, the deal is finally official. Trevor Bauer is a Dodger once again. The former Cy Young winner makes his grand return to the MLB, and his comeback is already making waves across the baseball world. It wasn't just a signing, it was a spectacle. Bauer didn't arrive quietly or through the back door of a spring training facility. No, he landed in Los Angeles like a rock star returning from exile. Greeted by fans, welcomed by flashes of cameras and cheers, and even flanked by the kind of entourage you'd expect from an A-list celebrity, Bauer's entrance was nothing short of theatrical. The Dodgers, who have been carefully building a roster that balances youth and experience, risk and reward, have now added one of the most talked-about pitchers of the last decade back into their rotation. Make no mistake, this signing is controversial. Bauer's journey back to the majors has been filled with legal issues, public scrutiny, and a suspension that kept him away from the league since 2021. Though the charges were dropped and he was reinstated, many teams kept their distance. It looked like Bauer might have to carve a new path overseas indefinitely. After pitching in Japan and staying sharp, the whispers started again. Could Bauer come back to MLB? Could a team take the risk and give him a second chance? The Dodgers answered with a resounding yes. They evaluated the pitcher, the player, and perhaps even more importantly, the person. They made their decision not lightly, but strategically. They weighed the potential backlash, the media storm, and the divided reactions that would inevitably follow. And despite all that, they pushed forward. Because at the end of the day, in baseball, talent still speaks louder than controversy. And Bauer, no matter what you think of him, still has talent in abundance. The last time we saw Trevor Bauer on an MLB mound, he was dealing. Before his suspension, Bauer had won the Cy Young Award with the Cincinnati Reds in 2020, dominating with a lethal mix of spin rate mastery, confidence bordering on arrogance, and a competitive fire that burned through opposing lineups. That same fire still burns today. During his time in Japan, he wasn't just pitching. He was performing, leading, and reminding the world that he wasn't done yet. Now, the Dodgers are betting that this version of Trevor Bauer, more experienced, more humbled, but still hungry, can be the difference maker in a wide-open National League. With the likes of Walker Buehler, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and Tyler Glasnow in the rotation, adding Bauer turns the Dodgers' pitching staff into a terrifying force. Depth, dominance, and unpredictability. Few teams, if any, will be able to match that firepower when it matters most in October. And let's talk about timing. The Dodgers are all in this year. After coming up short in recent postseasons, despite having one of the most stacked rosters in baseball, LA is done with moral victories and almosts. They want rings. They want parades. They want to silence every critic. Signing Bauer is a message, not just to the league, but to their own clubhouse. We're not here to play it safe. We're here to win. The reaction has been predictably split. Some fans are thrilled. seeing this as a bold move from a team that refuses to settle. Others are more cautious, if not outright angry, still questioning the character behind the comeback. But as the saying goes, time heals, or at least time moves on. And in sports, especially in a city like Los Angeles, success can often rewrite the narrative. If Bauer pitches well, if he helps bring a championship back to Dodger Stadium, the storyline could shift overnight. What's clear is that Bauer isn't shying away from the spotlight. If anything, he's embracing it more than ever. In his introductory press conference, he was smiling, engaging, and defiant. He acknowledged the past, but made it clear he's focused on the future. And for a player who's always lived on the edge of controversy and competition, that future is now. For the Dodgers, this is the ultimate high-risk, high-reward move. But it also fits perfectly with the identity they've been crafting. This is a team that doesn't just chase stars, they build legacies. And they believe Trevor Bauer, despite everything, still has something left to add to his own. Whether you're cheering or cringing, one thing's for sure, you'll be watching. Because with Trevor Bauer back in the majors, baseball just got a whole lot more interesting. So here we are. The comeback is real. The deal is done. Trevor Bauer is officially a Dodger once again. The stage is set, the city is buzzing, and the league has been put on notice. Whatever happens next, it's going to be dramatic. And in Hollywood, that's exactly the way they like it. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.